Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. In this tutorial, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of web development. More specifically, we'll explore the magic behind establishing a connection between PHP script and a MySQL database. So, as you can see, in this VS Code, I created a file that named database.php. So, in this line, which is the localhost, is this variable stores the name of the server where your MySQL database is hosted. In this case, it's set to localhost, which means the database is on the same server where the PHP script is running in a real scenario. This might be the domain name or an IP address. The second one is that DB user. This variable stores the username used to access the MySQL database. The username is root. In this example, in a production environment, it is recommended to use a more secure username with limited privileges. The third one is the DB password. So this variable holds the password associated with the database user. In this example, it's an empty string. It's an empty password. The fourth is the DB name. This variable specifies the name of the database you want to connect to. In this case, it's register. So ang pangalan sa mong database sa among what is register. So the database is the specific container that holds your data. So the last variable is the con. So in kani siya, which is kaning MySQL connect hostname DB user DB password DB name, is that function na siya is used to establish a connection to MySQL database. So ina-take niya ang hostname and username password and database as argument, and this function i-return niya ang connection to object to con that is used to interact with the database. So lastly is kani if statement checks if the connection to the database was unsuccessfully. If the connection fails, it displays an error message using die. The error message includes the information in MySQL error, which can help in diagnosing the connection issues. Welcome to this video. So, in this step-by-step, in this video, we'll discuss a section of PHP code designed to handle user registration forms, and you'll get insight into how it validates user input, checks for errors, and securely stores user's data in a database. And the primary purpose of this code is to ensure that user data is processed accurately and securely while providing valuable feedback to user and securing their information. So, in this code, so we create a file that name register process.php. As you can see, ipaambot ka na siya comment sa every function na ano siya. Masabtan ninyo if i-run na mo ang program maya. So, the line 2 is i-check niya ang form if nasubmit na ba. Then sa line 4 is retrieve from data from post request. Line 11 is password hash kay hash the user's password for security. So kabulon ta ng password hash. So makita na ninyo niya sa database na to. So ang line 15 is create an array to store validation errors. Next one is this is check if any of required fields are empty. So dapat kanim sabtan mo ninyo niya. Explain na ako kaya if sa mong output na. This one is check if provided email is a valid email address. Next is check if email already exists in the database. Next is prepare and execute SQL statement to check for existing email. And this is check if the password is at least 8 characters long. Dapat 8 patas ang password. So, and this one is check if the password and confirmation password and match. And this one is if there are no errors, insert the user's data in the database. So, ang else is insert user data in the database. Man, really na part is if mauman na jud ka o register, ma-prompt na siya with registration successful and i-terminate ang iyong program. Hello, I'd like to walk you through a PHP source code snippet that's commonly used for implementing user authentication and login functionality on a website. This code is important in web development to ensure that users can surely access their accounts while protecting their personal information. I'll provide a data explanation of each part of the code to help you understand how it works. In this code, we're focusing on the user login process when a user submits their email and password to a login form. The code checks whether the provided credential match now once stored in a database. If the credentials are correct, the user is directed to a dashboard. Otherwise, a provided error messages are displayed. So in this code, as you can see, we created a login process.php. So here's the source code of my login process. So in this line of code, check niya ang form was submitted. The second one is to retrieve the user's email and password from the form. So makita atong form kay diri sa atong login.php sa atong post nga method. So next one is include atong database. So sa atong diri may store atong data. Next is check if the database was successfully. Then in line 19 is check if the user exists in the database and prepare a SQL query to select user data based on their email and initialize a prepared statement. This is check if the prepared statement was created successfully and blind the user's email to prepared statement and execute the prepared statement and get the result set from executed statement. So, masabtan rin ninyo if i-demo na naman niya ang output. So, this one, if kani, check if the raw data user was found, the result set. So, kani dapat, check niya ni if ang data daw kay makuha sa was found in the result, dapat na-answer siya dito man kani ang password hash, kay retrieve the hash password from the database. So, check niya if ang password matches ba sa hash password in the database. If correct is authenticated na niya, if dili is correct is redirect na niya sa dashboard page. If dili kay i-terminate ang script to ensure that it takes place or else is password is incorrect. So, mao ni among output ang registration form na mo. So, i-try na to fill up ang atong mga text field. So, ito, June, Bernites. So, sa email, kay if hindi mo ni i-valid yung email din mo, sigayaga lang. O prompt na siya, o mali. Dapat, i-valid yun daw ang email address, dapat na i-at. So, huwag na ito at. Mandria, kani, sa atong password, di ba, natag implement dito nga sa itong register process, which is, kani, nag-if statement na if ang password daw is at least 8 characters long, so, dapat 8 characters long din na siya. So, if hindi na to 8 characters long to, hindi na to 5 lang. So, dapat, mo-prompt siya din na dapat ang password daw is at least 8 characters long. So, huwag na to password nga 8 characters long. So, as you can see, if matama ni mo siya tanan o register man, natama ni mo ang butang ang output dito, so mulan ko siya login, so it means tama tayo mo na-register. So, makita na to siya dito sa database atong i-register nga mga data. So, mao na itong i-register na data kanina, which is kaning June Bernites, ang nasa yung email kay June Bernites. So, atong password is naka-hash. So, 3 na siya. Kani. I-hash ang password. Kaya naka-encrypt na yung password. So, mo ni siya atong kuan na store siya sa database. So, sa login, mo na yung login form, which is mangayon na siyang data siya email and password. So, itong email dito is gibutang is June Bernites. So, June Bernites, man yung password kung say kung gibutan dito nga password, mo to yung gibutang. So, dapat atak mo na mali na siya dapat your password. So, dapat tama din mo. So, mo direct siya sa dashboard na to. Press ito logout na siya. Man, what if ang email na to nga ibutan din is delete, wala naka-register sa itong database, kay mo prompt na natin siya o kuhan. Kaya sana yung John Bernites. Ito ba ito 3? Oh, user not found. So, dapat mag-register, bago ka sa login, dapat mag-register sa itong register form. So, that's all and thank you.